Hey guys, this episode of Dudes and Brews is sponsored by Perfect Works. If you love craft beer on the go, their U-Keg pressurized growler is a game changer. It's perfect for taking your favorite brew anywhere, whether you're heading to a picnic, camping, or just hanging out with friends. The double wall, vacuum insulated stainless steel keeps your beer cold all day, and it's super easy to pour. Right now, just in time for Father's Day, you can grab any U-Keg at 20% off. Plus, they're offering customizations. This is a nice $20 value. So treat Dad to something special this Father's Day. Cheers.
Warning, this podcast, website, and associated social media accounts are intended for audiences of legal drinking age. We do not advocate overconsumption or the abuse of alcohol. Never drink and drive, drink responsibly. And please remember to always take what we say with a grain of salt. After all, we are just some dudes with some brews.
We started out by crawling out from under the thumb of the man. The lovers of God with dad bods, just trying to feed our fam. Go sit right there and grab a beer, you know just what to do. Throw it back, get hammered, and listen to Dudes and Brews. They have their own restaurant. So when they started doing... They said, we got to do a kitchen and a brewery all at once.
See, I would want to do both as well. Like Blackhawk has a kitchen as well.
The reason why I would is because 2020 scares me. Because they were able to shut people down, and I go, when are they going to be able to do this again? I got to be prepared for it.
That's how Cellarman's came through. They had the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, without a restaurant, like a lot of these places went out of business. So let me pull up Manhattan Project real quick.
Yeah, I want to see. You're talking about the facility, it being super nice, huh?
Dude, it is like...
I can't believe they brewed out of a warehouse for 2 years until they were able to afford a venue.
Yeah, basically, they were like, oh, can we rent out space or use your equipment whenever you're not there? Like, just rent out your equipment. And that's what they did. And the place, I mean, they did that for 2 years. It's one of the first interviews that we did on the show.
I remember you and Larry went down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the bar.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You can't hardly see it.
Oh, that's a cool venue.
Oh, this is the bar right here, too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oof. Let me do this again. Here's the bar. This is the inside.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Here's the outside. They have turf. It looks nice.
Oh,
honestly, the place is great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Low maintenance. Everything you want. Low overhead, low maintenance. That's stuff that's going to sustain. You don't have to, tend to a whole lot.
Dude, it's... Like, honestly, their tap room is really nice.
And it doesn't have to be huge, dude. Look at Crisis, man. I love their venue.
Crisis is little. Here's their tap room. Here's what the backdrop looks like. It's all brass.
That's sick.
The mat. Yeah, dude, it just looks nice.
I didn't even know they had that many beer on tap.
I don't even know if they
have so many
use them all because they do they have a craft coffee bar as well.
Okay.
So they do coffee and stuff.
Look
so
at
maybe
that
those
dark.
are. But like, dude, their stuff is awesome. Manhattan Project. Go to the facility. The facility is way better than what you would expect out of the beer because it's different than everybody else. Everybody else does this like country vibe,
which
I enjoy because that's
kind of where we're at. Yeah,
like, but they set themselves apart a little bit.
That makes sense. Yeah. Are they in Fort Worth?
No, they're in Dallas. They're not too far away from Celestial.
Oh, okay.
Do Celestial Manhattan Project in the same
right
day is easy. They're like 10 minutes away from each other.
Okay, we should do that sometime.
Yeah. I did that one day. I went there, and then I went to a couple other places that were close. They were all within like 10 minutes of each other.
You remember that one day that we did we did Celestial? We were going to do the interview for Celestial, but then got rained out. And I think we went to a couple of other venues as well.
I just remember going and getting those burgers for the first time.
Oh, that Maples and Motors.
And those burgers are fire.
So good. I'm glad we did that again. That was fun.
Dude, every time I go.
Oh, man, that was so good.
Every time I go to
Celestial?
Celestial, I'm getting
right
those
street,
burgers.
Same. Yeah. We had everybody from the adult field
We had
day.
a bunch of guys
We had
over
everybody
there.
talked into it. Look at that.
Dude, their stuff is fire, yeah.
Man, I could smash one of those doubles right now.
Maple and Motor. That place is small.
So good.
Small.
I would want kind of a small venue. It doesn't have to be massive.
Yeah, I would too. I like the idea of sending out like doing distribution for a couple of years.
I do too.
And getting your name
Get
out
your
there,
name
making
out
some
there.
money, put some money
Yes.
aside. You're
And
not
then
having
you'll
to pay
figure
for
out
overhead. You're not having to pay huge rent on a place.
You can do the trial and error while you're still brewing
and if that
in a
doesn't
little rental
work,
space.
like if it doesn't work, then I'm not out.
You're not
like,
out
too much
a
money.
massive investment.
Right.
Can you look up and see if Blackhawk is listed, Blackhawk Brewery in Prosper? Because I think there's another Blackhawk somewhere else. Yeah, look, Prosper's right there.
Popular search in this area, at least.
Yeah, I don't know when. Look at the venue. I mean, it's got.
So it's not even open yet.
No, they're not quite open yet. I don't know when their grand opening is going to be, but we need to go.
Oh, this place looks
Look at that.
pretty large.
Yeah, it's got the balcony up there. It's pretty cool. A huge kitchen. You know.
Oh, this was and this is a picture from December.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. That's a more recent.
Where it is now.
Look at that huge silo.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it looks like now.
This was in April. Yeah, a month ago.
Mm-hmm. So there's a tavern down the street opening up. You've got the brewery right there.
It looks like a nice location.
It is. Yeah, it's
we
pretty
just
cool.
went to a place in Fort Worth called 3 Wide.
Okay.
When we went to the Brew Fest, we went to the Blue Bonnet Brew Off.
Oh yeah.
We stopped at 3 Wide, and
Oh,
I'm
look at
telling
that
you,
place.
is this place not nice? It's
Dude, that looks like a huge like sports venue.
like this is it right here.
Look at that.
The place is massive.
I love. That's probably the coolest venue I've seen.
It's huge. They've got a Supertron in the middle.
Yeah, the Supertron is what's really
Like,
caught my eye.
The place is massive, and like
Where's this at?
Fort Worth.
Okay.
I think
Oh, yeah,
technically
yeah.
it's a little bit outside of Fort Worth, but I think they call it Fort Worth because
Look
of
at their pint glasses, man.
where they're located.
This is so freaking cool. It's probably
Dude,
one of the
I
coolest
like
places I've seen.
Their like weird art
Yeah,
is fun.
It's super cool.
So what's weird is like 3 or 4 years ago,
3 Wide, huh?
we heard about them.
Okay.
And I don't know what's been happening in the meantime because one of the guys is a part of a homebrew club because I've seen him around. With the head brewer because I've seen him at the Blue Bonnet every year.
Okay.
He wins awards. He's a hell of a brewer.
Okay.
Like we went there and drank their beer. Every beer was good. There were some that were better than others, like anything else, but every beer was good. We had 4 guys and we probably drank because we did little tasters.
Yeah.
And we probably tried 20 beers.
Yeah, with little tasters.
Yeah, we just go, oh, here's a 4 ounces. Let's everybody get an ounce.
Wow, that's pretty
You're
cool.
all getting a little sip of it. And we're
Yeah,
all trying
little
20
sippers.
beers. Yeah. Just to get a little taste.
Were
And
there
then when
some
we're done,
that-
we got a pint.
Were there some that stood out to you? Like,
Did a
What
good
if they
hazy IPA.
let's say they had a good hazy. Okay.
I remember they had their lager was good because that's what I ended up getting a pint of when
I know
we were
you're a
done.
fan of lager, especially when you're out.
Dude. Well, it's because I want to
makes
be able
sense.
to. I don't want to get hammered.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I go, ooh, as good as this beer was, it's 6% or
Yeah.
7%. Like,
Yeah.
oh no.
They look like they're putting out a good product.
But it was fun.
Look at that. Beer me up.
Yeah, it was this? I like the little holster too because it came with
The
6 and
holster's
a flight.
awesome. Yeah.
6 and a flight was nice. But yeah, I think their Mexican lager was good. I have to think we drank so many beers that day because, like I
Yeah.
said, when you're tasting 20 beers, you're getting your tongue wet on 20 of them.
Yep.
You tend to forget. But they had a full-fledged kitchen and everything.
Oh, cool, Jolly.
I didn't get a chance to talk to the guy like at Blue Bonnet as far as I just told him, hey, thanks for opening the place up. The beer was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure he was being bombarded by everybody because it was like, I think they had to open like a week before.
I wonder where they get the name 3 Wide.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
No
love
idea.
the venue. I
Yeah,
love
they
the brewery.
opened March 2nd and 3rd. We went to Blue Bonnet like 10 days later, like the 14th or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Super cool.
So like they had just been opened.
huh?
So I'm sure he was being bombarded. So we were trying to like not be too crazy about it. But I'd like to sit down and talk with him.
Yeah, look at the little figures, the art.
Yeah, the art's fun. Like these little like weird monsters.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
That's pretty cool.
But it's great to see breweries opening. Hopefully they can survive because a lot of them are closing.
I know. So what was your take on Tups, their new venue? I've been wanting to talk about this.
It's really nice. It's
Yeah.
really nice. I will say this, that I was getting a little loose-lipped.
at that point.
Yep, because we had drank. We had drank
Oh yes, we had the event
earlier in the day.
Yeah, we had the event.
and I wasn't like drunk by any means,
Right.
but you know, you get a couple beers and you get a little loose.
Yeah, man, you're having fun. You
Yeah.
know.
And I was looking back, I was a little harsh on the venue. They had a private event while we were
They
there.
did.
So half of the venue was blocked off for this private event.
Mm-hmm.
It rubbed me the wrong way to walk into a private event that I didn't know was private.
Yeah, I didn't know that was private.
Nobody stopped me. And I go to the bathroom, go up to the bar, and they say, nope, you can't order beer here. You got to go somewhere else. And I'm like, why? That's because we're doing a private event. Well, why didn't you tell me that at the door? Isn't that what door guys are for? To say, hey, man, you got to go over. You got to just walk across this little path here to the public area. We're doing a private event on this side.
Right.
And I'd have been like, cool, man. Hope you guys have fun. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. It was weird because it felt like they allowed me in. They allowed me to be a part of their environment.
Yeah, the event.
I was enjoying the music. I didn't know there was an event. I was just like, sweet, there's music playing.
Yeah, there's live music going on.
It's
the
busy over
atmosphere's
here.
cool.
The atmosphere's great.
Yeah.
And I can't have a beer. What?
Yeah, it kind of threw you off.
It did.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, I know. I talked about it.
But I'm trying not to be mad about that because it's not their fault.
Well, so that kind of the spirit of that right there kind of carried forward for me even over the next few days. I'm like, man, I don't appreciate, like, the one thing I do appreciate is the community that they're targeting. It's community rich. I just feel like they've grown so fast, too fast. You know, it's a huge venue. It's almost like Magnolia Farms. It's like a city inside of a city.
It's a small version of that.
It's a small version of that, and I don't know, man. They've changed everything up. Like, I loved their old venue. I loved their old labeling, their beers. And I say old. I don't imagine that they change their beers or the way they brew. It just seems like something has evolved.
Right.
You know,
I understand
it's like
that,
a new
that
image.
Chris is still there as the head brewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is still the head brewer, which he's been there for so many years.
Okay.
So he hasn't changed. It looks like, I'm trying to think.
I would say
brewery began in 2009.
Yeah. There was a lot for me that was kind of off-putting, about the new venue. One being the private event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot that was kind of off-putting for me.
Right.
Tufts has kind of been my go-to for a while. I just had
it looks like they opened the brewery in 2015. He had the idea in 2009, so 2015. So next year will be 10 years.
Okay.
So
I just had their Evil Dankster.
At the 10-year mark, it makes sense to like expand because you'll probably be big at 10 years.
Okay.
It makes sense to me.
Okay.
So it's not that it happened overnight by any means, but I get it. It rubbed me the wrong way. It wasn't as intimate as it used to be.
Yeah, I like
there's AC.
Yeah.
But it was a nice day, so we didn't have to experience it.
I've got such great memories of their old venue, raising up the doors, the live music, or what, just the kind of the environment of the family friendly.
So you had the Evil Dankster. It's still the old Evil Dankster?
So still the old Evil Dankster. I miss the DDH. I miss the Alpha Drop.
They still make the Alpha Drop, don't they?
I don't see the Alpha Drop anymore. I haven't had the Full Grown Man in a while. I don't think they brew the Alpha Drop anymore.
We're gonna look.
Let's see what all that the juice pack.
Here we go. The Eastside Lager, the Day Pass, juice pack. Which juice pack's always been good. The classic IPA is good.
They've changed. There's the Evil Dankster. They've changed all their labeling.
The new Color Machine, which is a hoppy IPA. They do it with Citra, Mosaic, Galaxy. Okay, nice.
And I'm not trying to come down on them, but
a box.
So there's the Full Grown Man, which I like.
Hefeweizen. Okay. The Easy Dankster. Oh, a little 4.9. I like that.
Didn't know
5%.
That kind of is like the West Coast Pilsner that we just.
It's like
I would imagine it's a
session IPA. Yeah.
Okay. Salted lime. So there's your cerveza.
Yep. The Oktoberfest. A winter lager. Okay. Seasonal lager. Okay.
So they have changed. What is this Red Riot?
It's a Red Riot. It's an IPA. It's a red IPA. Okay. Not familiar.
Not had that before.
Ella, it's an IPA
Ella
brewed with
tasty.
Ella hops. Okay,
right.
Nice. I like Ella hops. Pumpkin Bach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe they don't make the juice pack anymore. I'm not seeing it.
Well, they sell
not the juice pack.
They sell the
juice
Alpha
pack.
Drop. The Alpha Drop's done,
and that was your
my
favorite.
That was my favorite beer.
Man, I could see why you're a little salty.
I'm salty. There's a lot of reasons.
I love you guys. You're awesome for your IPAs, and you make the greatest IPAs.
The best.
That are close, and I can't get them anymore.
Yeah.
Screw you guys.
Yeah, they've changed everything. Yeah. So anyway,
I get it. It's like when Metallica put out the Black Album. It goes, oh, you're getting soft on us.
Yeah.
Come on, Tubbs, you're getting soft on us.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here,
who
man?
is still putting out good beer?
Community.
And
you know why? Look at that Texas label. I'm big. You've got an oil rig and you've got a windmill.
Now,
did they?
I have been convinced.
Okay.
So let's crack this.
We going for it?
Their Texas lager.
Texas. Ooh. Okay.
My sister-in-law mentioned this.
Okay.
So she's the one that's from Nebraska, and she mentioned it. She goes, "Man, you guys are proud about just being from Texas."
We're so proud of being.
And it's
from
not just from Texas. It's like, do you know how many times I've seen a shirt with the Texas flag or like this Texas state on it?
Does anybody know
And
what
then
other?
I always say this. I go, well, that's what happens when you live in a state that looks awesome just by the shape.
Look at the shape.
Our shape is better than square-ass Nebraska.
Yeah. Does anybody know what other state flags look like? I mean, I think California has a bear on it, a grizzly bear.
I think Oklahoma has like some feathers.
Do they have like a dream catcher?
Yeah.
They have like a dream catcher on
It's
it.
like turquoise with a dream catcher.
We'll have to ask Larry because he's familiar with Oklahoma history.
He's our resident Okie.
He's the resident Okie.
Oh, it's not turquoise. It's bright blue, but it does look like a dream catcher.
It does to me. Is it a pine tree on there? I don't know.
What else? I'm trying to think of other flags.
See, that's the thing. I mean, we know, you know what the Texas flag looks like.
The Lone Star
it's
State.
the Lone Star.
But we've also lived here our entire life.
That's true. And we
Dude, hold
represent
on.
it.
But my brother's been in Nebraska more than 10 years. What's the Nebraska state flag?
Was it your brother's wife that said we're so proud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We're
She
just
goes, I
super
don't see
proud
that
of it.
in Nebraska.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, I have never seen this flag in my life.
never seen it.
It's
not
got
once.
the Nebraska crest on it.
Okay.
That's what it looks like to me. The Great Seal of the State of Nebraska. Okay, cool.
So they were founded in 1867.
Yeah. Whatever.
We got a few years on them. We got a few years on Nebraska, I'd say.
Yeah.
When were we founded? Look up when the state of Texas was founded. Didn't we have to take it back? We had to fight for it. We had to fight for Texas, bro.
We were founded in 1685.
Oh, boy.
So, actually, hold on. Maybe I'm reading that wrong.
1836.
Declared independent from Mexico in 1836. Recognized by the United States in 1837.
Yeah, we had to fight for it. We had to take it back.
So, I mean, I know Texas
used.
used to be huge.
Yeah. It used to be massive.
And do you know why it's not as big as it used to be?
We've talked about this before. Remind me.
I'm not proud of this by any means, but Texas used to be massive, and then we got cut off at the Panhandle because there was a federal law that went into play that said you can't have states above this line.
We went all the way up to Colorado.
If that's the Mason-Dixon line, I'm not sure.
Could be.
But I go, this is where you can't have slaves above this line. So they go, all right, cool, we'll get rid of that land.
Oh, that's right.
They basically said us slaves are more important than the land.
Then okay, wow. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because we went, I think, as far north as Colorado.
Like it was wild.
Yeah.
Let's look.
Yeah, check it out. But I know there was some. We've got some history down here, and I think there's some grit down in the south. Yeah, look on the right.
Let me look and see what it shows as far
It
as
goes-
if I can see how far up.
Look
it
how
goes.
far up. I mean, that's into Colorado. Look how big that is.
Like I'm trying.
Texas
to see.
is.
Let's
I
look
like.
at
I
this
mean,
one.
I appreciate the shape we are now.
Like
that
this
just
thing's
doesn't look
gotta
right.
be high.
That goes. I mean,
Yeah,
all
that's
the way.
that's why that square gets cut off right here. Is because we can't have slaves.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Hey, they did things different.
Where
back
is?
then, I guess.
I can't see the other.
Well, it's probably not gonna. I assume that's gonna cut up into Oklahoma and over possibly New Mexico. Maybe not. Yeah, it goes all the way up to Colorado. Sure enough.
This looks like it goes way further than that.
Yeah, maybe so. It's like half the country.
That's what it looks like. I can't even tell.
Yeah.
It looks like it was half the country.
Seriously.
I can't see one that has like I see all these fake maps.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Give me
saying
a real
too.
one.
Texas just,
But
things
but
are
yeah,
better in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, when we were the Republic of Texas.
Mm-hmm. And I say that obviously having born and raised in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure
have you lived in any other state?
Never. I mean, I've worked in other states in the oil field, but
Here's one. This
Texas
is a better.
home. Yeah, there you go. So that goes. Look at Louisiana.
Mexico secession. Oregon
What?
was massive. Took up
Oregon
all of
and
Washington.
Yeah, Idaho.
Washington, Idaho.
And then what's the other part? United States.
Oh, it does go into Colorado and Wyoming.
Yeah, it goes
It
all
even
the way
goes
up
up to Wyoming. We get like most of New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
A good chunk of Louisiana.
Yeah. Huh.
Just a little. We got
That's
the
wild.
Panhandle of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all can have
Everything else is theirs, but we just gave them the Panhandle.
it. Yep.
Dang,
The Canadian
this is a
Valley.
good map. Finally.
Yeah, I've had buddies that worked up in that Canadian Panhandle.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but
So yeah, that's why we're proud.
Texas Lager.
Texas Lager coming in at 4%. So Community, I've had Community before.
Yeah, but they won gold at the Great American Beer Fest, and they like to stamp that on there and say,
Cheers.
check out that gold right there.
Well, yeah, as they should.
With the golden color. Tell me that's not pretty.
That's golden. So this is a golden lager.
Right through the. I could read a piece of paper on the back of that
Yeah,
thing.
no.
Look at that.
I can see all the indentions on my finger. Let's check it out.
Holy cow. I can taste the corn.
Mm-hmm.
I could crush the crap out of that beer.
That is crushable.
Dude.
That is super crushable. So tell me, what do you think, man?
Hey, man, only 98 calories.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're health conscious.
I mean, this is the new Michelob.
It is, the Mickey, dude. This
Get rid of the
Mac
Mickeys
Daddy.
and get one of these.
Yeah, don't give me no Mickey, man. Give me one of these.
Don't give me no Mickey.
Don't give me no
See,
Mickey,
when you
bro.
say Mickey, do you know what I think of?
What are you thinking of? Wayne's World?
I know. I'm thinking them hand grenades.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about it with Larry on the podcast before. Yeah, the hand grenades.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the shape of the bottle.
It's a malt liquor.
Yeah.
That's Mickey's right here. These Mickeys right here. This is exactly what I'm thinking of. This stuff is awful.
What even is it?
It's a malt liquor.
Oh, okay.
Them wide mouth, they look like a little hand grenade.
Yeah, look at the wide mouth on it. Golly,
that's a
I
Mickey.
Don't know. Yeah, don't give me no Mickeys, brother.
Don't give me a Mickey or a Michelob.
Yeah.
Ultra, they try to make it sound better than it is. Get
Ultra,
out of here.
dude.
Ultra garbage.
That's vapid.
Actually, I think I've had it once.
Yeah.
So anyway, this
Check it
one
out.
right now.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Bro, I'm going 4.5.
Are you going 4.5 in the moment?
Dude, it's so good.
Let me get another taster here. All right, so help me out. Why is it that you enjoy a lager so much? I just want to know. It's wheat. I'm getting a lot of wheat.
No, I think you're tasting
corn?
the corn.
Is it corn?
So this is the corn lager, I'm sure.
Okay.
What I really like about it,
I want to know what you appreciate about it.
This is from a brewing perspective.
Okay.
Is that when you make, let's say you make a hazy IPA, you have so much hops in that thing that if you screwed up the brewing process, like let's say you screwed it up and there's some off flavors, all the hops are going to hide those off flavors because the hops are like very pungent, like heavy flavor.
It's more narrow.
There's nothing to hide it.
Yeah, there's nothing to hide it.
What does this taste like?
Tastes like
tastes a little bit of corn.
It tastes like beer. Tastes like a Texas beer.
Well, that's the thing, is that like you get you can taste alcohol because it's in there, but most of it you're tasting a little bit of corn. And when you get a light
that's a good
lager,
point. That's a really good.
You don't
point.
even taste that. It's
There's
like
nothing
almost
to
like
hide the flavor.
Correct.
Yeah, or the
off
fact
flavor.
that the off flavor.
So if you get something that has like
impurities,
you'll be able to taste it right from the get go. So I judge a brewery on their lagers to go, how good are you at brewing?
That makes me appreciate the lager even more.
How good are you at brewing? And I mean, honestly, that's the reason why the BMC guys like the Lake Nectars, they're good at what they do.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Put out crap tons of beer, and it's all consistent.
Yeah.
So I can go get a Coors today. I get a Coors in 10 years, and it's going to taste the same.
Yeah.
They're good at what they do. So because they've got it down to a science, but it's all machines who run it. So when you have a guy that cuts open a bag of corn and pours it in himself, there's a lot other factors for like messing stuff up.
Makes sense.
So when they don't and it comes out consistent and the beer's good, because I've had this beer before and every time I drink it, it's freaking amazing.
Well, didn't you tell me it's like your favorite lager?
Dude, it's one of the best craft lagers in this area for sure.
Wow.
Like I'm not talking crap about anybody else, but like theirs is just, it's so good. There's a reason why they won gold at the Great American Beer Fest.
Makes sense.
It's Great American. All craft breweries out of the entire country that entered in lagers that year got beat out by this beer.
Well, you've sold me. You've sold me on it.
Like
that's why I wanted to get your perspective on it. Like, why do you appreciate a lager, and this one specifically, so much?
They taste good and they're low ABVs.
Yeah,
which means I can drink it all day.
Aside from the amazing labeling, and the gold emblem, the metal.
They did that just for you, my man.
I'm gonna come in with a 4.5 as well because you sold me on it.
We're giving it 4.5 then, man.
Yeah,
4.5.
Look at the clarity on it.
Dude, and that's not easy either.
I know, really?
Getting it that clear is not easy.
So that's another win.
It either takes time or they just use clarifying agents. Which, I mean, I use clarifying agents because I don't want to sit around on a lager for 3 months.
Yeah, makes sense.
Once it's done, I want to drink it. I want to carb it and drink it.
It makes a lot of sense.
So I don't let it sit. I usually will use like flavor-free gelatin.
Oh, okay.
And it'll basically pull all of the suspended like I don't know what it is, like protein particles. So it'll pull all the protein particles and bring it down to the bottom, and I'll just pull all the clear stuff off the top.
I was gonna say that's where you get the clarity from.
Yep. I just pull all the clear stuff off the top. I mean, you saw that IPL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little bit of a darker beer, a little bit more amber color, but it was pretty clear.
Yeah, it was
like,
very clear.
Like it wasn't cloudy.
It's a good flavor too.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's good beer.
Man. So 4.5.
Yeah, check it out.
Grab this. Bring this to the lake, my man.
Yes, these are crushable.
Make this your new Lake Nectar.
Yeah. Stay away from the Michelob Ultras.
Yeah.
Grab you a community lager.
98 calories.
Come on, dude. You're there. You're getting the best of both worlds.
It's your diet beer.
It is.
But full of flavor though. It's not like I mean, if you had a light beer like a Bud Light or a Miller Lite lately?
Lately? No, not lately.
Okay, so what do you remember from them? Being almost watered down.
Well, that, so probably not overcarbonated, but very carbonated.
Extremely highly carb, yep.
Highly carbed, water, kind of watered down a little bit.
This isn't watered down.
No, this is flavor forward.
It's you've got flavor in it. Now, it's not going to have as much flavor as an IPA or a stout by any means. It's not supposed to.
Oh, yeah. I'm catching the flavor on that.
But you get some corn, and that's
that's what you're looking for.
Watered down.
No. That right there will pack well. Grab you the beer box, the tackle box, take it to a park.
That's what I'm saying.
Or take it to the lake.
Yeah.
This is it. This is where you want to be.
So this is great flavor, but I saw this video recently that I got to show you.
What? Yeah, show it to me.
I'm so sorry. I can't stand this lady's voice, but I got to show you this video.
All right, yeah, we'll check it out, aside from her voice.
Because she got this crazy accent, and I can't stand it. It's kind of annoying.
Okay.
But there's this new thing going around.
Okay.
So what's your opinion on Sonic Drive-In?
Sonic Drive-In? Man, love it. I feel like it's another Texas...
It's a Texas staple,
staple, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, go in. You order. You got the car hop. It's face to face. I love the face to face.
Yep.
I love everything about it.
And what's the big thing that they have there? They're known for like their drinks.
Their drinks, dude. They have their own happy hour.
Right.
Right.
So what is your go-to order when you go to a Sonic for a drink? If you're just gonna go in there, pick up a drink, and leave, what are you getting?
It's either cherry limeade or ocean water. Love the two.
Bro,
right?
And it's the only place where you can get a Route 44.
I know, that's it.
Where they're like 44 ounces, that massive ass thing. Dude, cherry limeade's where it's at. That's what I always
I love a cherry limeade.
So when I was married, we would go there all the time.
Okay.
And we would just get whatever, but like you can get literally anything you want in a drink.
You really can. You can
any kind of syrup. You can add anything.
Yeah,
so you know what
lime,
I tried
vanilla.
Once? Weird food combinations. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I used to get a cherry limeade with a pump of chocolate syrup.
Ooh, what? I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I don't know why you would do that.
You have to, when you get it, you have to mix it because what they'll do is they'll put the pump in first and then put the drink on top of it, so it leaves the syrup at the bottom.
Okay.
So if you take that first sip, you're getting nothing but pure syrup.
Yeah.
So you got to mix it up a little bit. But once you mix it, it's like it's
a weird combination.
It's weird, but it's like it's kind of enjoyable.
Really? So you get kind of chocolatey, cherry.
So you get like the carbonation from the Sprite.
Yeah.
You get like the lime because it's like a cherry Sprite is what almost like a limeade is, right?
Yeah, that's what I love.
Like a cherry limeade. And and then you get a little bit of the cherry mixed with the chocolate, so it's almost like lime with chocolate covered cherries. Wow. It's really not bad.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. I'm gonna have to bring it and let you try it one day. It sounds terrible.
I don't want to knock it because I've never tried it before.
So here's another one that we don't need to knock until we try it.
All right.
This sounds awful, but I gotta ask you. So this is one that they did Dr. Pepper with pickles.
Oh, I've been seeing this trend going around.
Right.
Yeah, I've been seeing this. I don't know.
First thing I'll ask, what's your opinion on pickles?
I love pickles, like dill. Not your bread and butter, not your sweet, pickle.
Dill pickle. Okay.
Give me the dill. I've been seeing the trend. I really want to try this.
So there's a big deal on pickles in general right now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Like, have you ever had a pickle beer?
Yeah, I think I've had the pickle beer before.
I don't mind it sometimes. I can't drink a 6-pack of it, but one every now and again, I'm okay with it, especially when it's hot outside.
Yeah, because you want to replenish.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Or like after a run, it might be okay. Like if you have the cramps or something, you just grab a pickle.
See,
beer
that's what I'm
instead
thinking. That's what we used to do in the field. Like we'd drink a bunch of pickle juice.
Correct.
Right.
So just crack open a pickle beer now.
It serves dual purpose.
It does. And now they're making because we went to Pickle Fest in Sherman with a 903.
Oh, okay.
And they had some vendors, and we went and we had we got some habanero spicy pickles.
Ooh.
And we got some that were I want to say those had a sweetness to them too. Like they had some honey built into it.
I don't mind a little bit of sweetness.
So it was a little bit of sweetness with the sour and then spice.
Oh man, I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for that.
I would eat those just like chips. Man.
I know,
they were so
I would
good.
too. It must. You think it's a Southern thing? Because I am so here for it.
Maybe, but I like the spice.
Yeah, I do too.
So this is weirding me out. But
all right, let's see what we got.
I'm gonna show you this video and then tell me, do you think this sounds like a good idea? Dr. Pepper and pickles.
Man, okay.
So this right here is a pickle Dr. Pepper. Do y'all like pickles? Do y'all like Dr. Pepper? Well, come on with me, Ma, because me, Ma, finna show you something.
Me.
So we at the neighborhood Sonic.
Your accent, bro.
Man, take your order, please.
Yes, ma'am. I need to get a large Dr. Pepper with pickles.
All right, we got a large Dr. Pepper.
This girl acted like this is something you just order all the time.
Yeah.
The series up there, ma'am, and that's gonna be your pickles, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, and you have a great day today. We have a total of 362.
I kind of
Thank
love
you,
the
you
Southern
too.
accent.
All right, I done
I'm
put
here
my
for
straw
it.
in my cup.
It's a little
but
too
let's-
extra for me.
It's a
Let's see
lot.
what it
It's
looks like.
heavy. It's thick.
So this right here is a pickle Dr. Pepper. So it's Dr. Pepper with dill
pickle.
pickle slices in it.
Yeah.
And don't knock it till you try it.
Wow. I'm seeing this trend going around.
It's really good. Y'all should try it. If y'all try it, let me know in the comments. Bye. Me, my loves, y'all. So this,
Okay. No, I'm definitely. That's something I want to
So
try.
this is the big video that's been going around viral.
This is the one?
This lady.
Okay.
I saw another video earlier, yesterday, that was a girl trying it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know what she was talking about, so they gave her pickles on the side.
Oh,
she dumped
okay.
that whole little cup of pickles in.
Into the Dr. Pepper.
Seemed like it might have been too many.
Really?
Because she goes, the more you let it marinate, the worse it gets.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder if you can't go too heavy on them. Maybe you put just
Do you think
a
there's
handful.
a fine line?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
wonder, do you just do the pickles and you make sure not to get any juice?
I don't know.
Because then if you add the juice, does it become a little bit too much and it just becomes over pickly?
I'm thinking, okay, if I go to Sonic, I order a Dr. Pepper and ask them for pickles. I'm thinking they're going in with the tongs, and I'm thinking they're going into the giant pickle bucket.
Yeah, they're just going whoop.
And they're just grabbing them, so there's no juice. They're just dumping pickles in it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, yeah, I think the right answer is no juice, and just the right amount of pickle slices.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely here for it.
I'd be willing to try it.
Same, 100%.
I'd be willing to try it. So we need to do this.
Yep.
So you got to say it like she says it.
Me, my loves, y'all. Can I get some pickles and Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper pickles. Dr. Pepper with pickles.
I think that's a Georgia accent. I really do.
Dude,
that's thick.
When I talk to people from Georgia at work, I go, dude,
Yeah.
you make fun of Texas for being hillbillies.
we
Georgia
Georgia has the
has
thickest
got the
southern
thickest
accent.
southern accent.
I love it, but that is thick. You could cut through that accent with a knife. Just
That is
slice it up on some.
thick. It's got them
That's
3
thick,
C's out there.
That's 3 C's.
But yes, the Dr. Pepper with pickles and Dr. Pepper or the cherry limeade and chocolate.
Ooh, okay. We'll try it.
Well, we'll have
Let's
to
go
try them.
Yeah,
both.
we'll have to check us. Hit
We'll have to
Sonic
try
up.
them next on the show to see what
All right.
so everybody can know our opinions on it.
Fair enough.
Because screw everybody else.
Well, because our opinions matter.
Oh, 100% our opinions
Right?
matter.
Of
So
course.
it sounds like we can get behind this right
Definitely.
now. Now,
Right
obviously,
now.
we'll have to try it first. But
Like I said,
we can,
don't knock it till
we
you
can
try
get
it.
behind the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
think again, it's a southern thing.
All right.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna do a couple more of the can you get behind that? All right.
It's fair enough.
So-
let's do it.
I saw this thing and it was so funny to me. I go,
Mm.
when it comes to decorating the house, specifically when you're married,
Mm-hmm.
we really don't have a lot of say so.
Men, no,
Now, do we really want a lot of say so? Not really.
no.
But here's a way that I think you
mean-
might be able to get into it. You ready? Or you might be able to get your way just a little
Just a
bit.
little bit. Okay.
Because this guy went all out.
Ooh, Milwaukee. I'm sold on it.
I keep seeing videos of people using tool chests and tool carts in their kitchens for various purposes. When we remodeled our house, we knew we were going to be doing an industrial theme, so we based our entire kitchen off of this 60-inch wide cart.
Yes,
It's our
sir.
entire beverage center. 2 coffee machines, Vitamix, juicer, Soda Stream,
That looks
soft
real
close
industrial.
drawers, every coffee cup known to man, because
Yep. Because
I've
why
got a
not?
wife and 2 kids.
I got a wife and 2 kids.
Thermos mugs,
Yep.
never get enough of those, right? Gotta have coffee.
I appreciate it.
Gotta have coffee.
Pods,
Oh, the pods.
coffee pods,
That's a whole coffee bar.
I know.
tea,
It really is.
Tea.
Okay.
syrups.
Syrups. Look at all the
Make them
syrups.
fancy coffees.
Look at that.
Hot
Oh, them
chocolate for the
fancy
kids. Other sorted mugs. Because we
No,
don't
no,
have
it's
uppers in
it's
the
not
Okay.
just this bar. This bar
When I
is
say
cool, and I
we
can
don't
see
have
using a
kitchen.
tackle box or a big thing at the bar.
Yes. Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Milwaukee Red.
The
and
entire
Max
kitchen.
Cat.
Milwaukee
And those are
Red.
toolbox handles.
Okay.
So,
okay.
so
first.
can you get behind the whole kitchen being Milwaukee Red with the toolbox handles?
Okay. My initial thought with just seeing the Milwaukee toolbox was that I can't get behind it because it seems sacrilegious to have a Milwaukee toolbox in a kitchen full of coffee. I want my tools in the Milwaukee toolbox. I can find better use for coffee, elsewhere. But when I saw the entire kitchen is painted in Milwaukee Red, I'm thinking, yeah, he's got a great wife.
Yeah.
He's got a great wife and kids to be able to sign on to that.
Industrial theme.
Industrial,
So
dude.
I don't know if I can get behind the entire kitchen being that way. I like
I
the
know.
idea of
It's a cool idea.
a toolbox,
Yeah,
like one of those rolling toolboxes, using it as like
an
a beverage
island.
cart,
Yeah.
or an island,
As the kitchen island,
like make it a small island that you can move around if
Yeah.
you need to.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea
I do too.
because they look nice.
Yeah.
when they're new, they look nice. They're practical. They have the chopping block on top, so
I
it
know,
looks
look at
nice.
that, yeah.
It's got plugins on the side.
Yeah.
like it's really
It serves many
Like-
purposes.
yeah.
Why
Don't
Why
build
wouldn't
these
I?
into kitchens? I don't understand right now.
I agree.
Like,
this should
they-
come as an option.
Well, they have the slow close drawers, so you can't slam the
Oh,
drawers.
Yeah, I'm seeing those a lot. Yeah.
Like it's very it's got everything that you need that you
Yeah.
want in a kitchen.
I've never seen someone that with so many options
Oh,
with
this guy
coffee
is
and tea.
too extra with coffee
yeah,
right
he's
now.
got so much coffee.
Wife goes, sure, but let me make sure we have Starbucks in our kitchen.
Yeah, so there was a compromise on
Yeah.
that. Of course.
Everybody's got to compromise somewhere, man.
Yeah. No, that's super cool. I love the idea. I'm just going to say I can't get behind it because the toolbox goes in the shop.
the garage,
In the garage. Yep. Not the kitchen.
garage. All right, yeah, no, I know, I can understand that. I can, you
Right.
know,
I want to see shiny tools.
I cannot
in
get
the
behind
toolbox.
the entire thing. Really,
Yeah.
shiny tools.
I want to see shiny tools in the toolbox.
So this is a question, and you
Now, my
you got me to
shop
thinking.
doesn't look that way.
No, hold on. So
I
you got me
promise.
to thinking, okay? Because I use tools to fix things around the house and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, like my tools don't look brand new, but they look in good condition.
Uh-huh.
I went and helped my neighbor
Yeah.
replace a line for his transmission, a transmission line underneath the truck.
Oh,
We helped
okay,
him
yeah.
replace like one of those rigid ones that's like the metal, whatever it is.
Yes, yeah.
And we replaced it, and I had to pull out some of my tools because he didn't have the right size for some stuff. And like, no big deal. Like, we
Yeah.
helped each other out.
Yep.
Well, my tools got covered in
Transmission
fluid.
Yep, I
Like,
know.
so we sprayed some degreaser on them. But now you look at them now, they look dirty as hell.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't give two cares.
Yeah, I know. And that's
I
why I
go-
say shiny.
That's why I'm like,
That-
shiny.
mine don't
do you-
look that way.
Do you want them to look like they haven't been used?
I know. I saw your reaction.
Or
I
do you
know.
want them to look like you've used them every now
I
and again?
want shiny and new, but realistically, mine are covered in dirt and grease and oil. And
I don't want shiny. In
I
there.
know,
I want
I know.
good quality, but I want you to go, oh, this dude knows what he's doing. I can tell by his tools.
exactly.
Versus you walk into a guy's shop that looks pristine.
Yeah.
You open his drawers and you're like, do you ever use these things, or do you have them just to say that you
I know.
just for looks?
I know what you mean.
Like, how many of these guys have stuff just to hire somebody to come in?
Oh,
And I go, I want my tools to be used because I actually have to do it myself because I don't want somebody else to come in.
honestly.
There's a little bit of pride that comes into play when it comes to
Yes.
fixing your own stuff versus hiring another man to come in and fix your stuff.
Ooh, somebody needs to check your man card at that
That's
point.
what I'm saying, man. Come
yeah,
on now.
come on, bro. Let me get a high
Like,
five on that. Yes.
Give me that man card, my guy. Let me
And I will say,
punch a hole into it. So, like, if you get 5 strikes, you're out of
You're
3 strikes if we're playing baseball.
Yeah, you're out
3
on
strikes, you're out of here, man.
I will say that's like one of my all-time
I
favorite
get
things to
hiring
do.
a guy for like some stuff like plumbing or
I get it.
electricity, but
I
like
get it.
simple stuff, you got to fix it yourself, my guy.
But like when I talk to people, I'm like, hey, dude, look, I'm out in the shop turning wrenches. For me, that is like that's therapy. That's that's my time. I'm fixing stuff. I'm doing dude things. There's a lot of life lessons that happens when you're turning wrenches in the shop.
Yep.
Come on.
For sure. There's this this YouTube channel. I don't even see him on YouTube. I see him on Instagram sometimes. It's this kid. This kid's probably like 12 maybe.
Okay.
And him and his dad, like, it looks like the kid runs a lot of the social media.
Okay.
Because he's like the face of most of the videos. His dad's in them sometimes. Mm-hmm. And like there's been this series of videos where he's like working on an old Ford Ranchero.
Oh, okay.
It's a Ford version of an El Camino.
Yep.
And he's been working on it. He got it at a junkyard, and he's just been working on it and fixing it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Changing this or changing that. And I go, dude, you got to get your hands dirty in order to learn that stuff.
You have to.
I don't know that much about cars. I know enough to, like, get myself in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's
but I
usually
don't
where it
know
leads
enough
to,
to, like, fix everything.
Right.
Like, I can change out, like, simple stuff. Like, I can change belts or change radiators or alternators and stuff like that. But, like, if I need to replace head gaskets, like,
yeah, to tear
I'm
the
not doing
engine
that.
down. Yeah.
Like,
I know.
and I go, or if I need to replace, like, suspension, I've never done that.
I know.
I'm sure I can figure it out.
I'm about to have to pull the transmission on the truck and replace the clutch and.
Oh, really? On
the bearing
on the
kit.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you want to do it, let's go. I'll get out there and get my hands dirty.
I will. I talked to a buddy of mine. He said all you got to do is pull the transmission off from the housing and let it fall on the that center carrier plate, and then just kind of strap it up, and then you can get to the clutch and the throw out bearing and clutch.
So you just
and
need
all
to
that.
replace the clutch is what you're doing.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm probably
Okay.
gonna have to resurface the flywheel, but I mean, it can all be done.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
a matter of figuring it out.
that's right. So
And it's not like it's your daily driver, so we have time.
we got time,
but
it's okay.
But we do need to fix it.
It
for
needs
sure.
to be.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure.
I mean, I would love to learn.
That sounds good.
One of my brothers had this idea, and I'm gonna steal it from him. He hasn't done it yet, but was to buy an old car and fix it up with your son.
Yeah.
So like what I was thinking
wanna
about
get the
doing
kids out and
is
help me
buying an
too.
old like Beetle.
Yeah.
Like an old Beetle,
Just
spend
something.
no more than like $2,500.
Find something that's easy to work on.
Correct, and the Beetles don't look like they're hard to work on. And you
Yeah,
can get them
you
for a
got
decent
plenty of
price.
room.
You
Yeah.
can get one for $2,500. That's
Yeah.
not too.
Heck,
and,
find you an
like,
old pickup
the
truck.
worst.
Yeah, old single cab, maybe Chevrolet bow tie or something. Or there's plenty of room to work on the
I
engine.
just don't want anything big.
I know.
That's the problem.
I know.
I drove big trucks when I was younger, and it wasn't. I mean, I didn't have a problem with
Well,
it. But
single
like,
cab short bed, be kind of small.
I mean, that's what I drove in high school. I drove
know.
a single cab F-150. It was an older model, one of the square bodies.
Yep.
I didn't mind it at the time. But yeah, I mean,
Something you can work on with the
ideally it would
kids.
be like an old like S10 or like Ranger.
I know. A
Like,
Ranger
I
would
wish
be
they
awesome.
made those small trucks. They don't make them anymore.
Well, you can buy an old one and fix it up. Like
Well,
you were
no, I
talking
know
about.
you can. Yeah.
The Ranger would be so cool.
I
the
grew
old
up in a Ranger.
I know. Those things would be. I've seen some cool ones, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that small style. I think even Mazda made one. I think it was.
Yeah, they did.
It looked just like a Ranger. I think it was a Ranger with a Mazda logo on
Basically,
it. But
yeah, and you see a lot of them overseas because they're obviously dependable.
correct.
There's some over there. They're like they have little diesel engines in them, or
well because
things like that.
what I was told, like I got a buddy of mine that drives a Ranger, but he drives like the newer model. They only make the XLTs,
You're right.
so it's
Right.
considered a mid-size.
Yeah.
They don't make the small compact car. They don't make the small compact trucks for domestic. Apparently, Ford, Chevy still makes that stuff. They just ship them overseas.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a market for them as much as we used to. Everybody wants big trucks,
Yeah, I know.
which is weird.
Well, it's Texas. We want to drive big trucks.
Okay, I don't have a problem with a big truck, but I kind of do have a problem with a big truck.
Right.
And I'll explain this. So, like, you want to have a big truck? Fine. I don't have any problem with it. I personally wouldn't own one unless I had it for work.
Right.
If I needed a big truck for work, I'd buy a big truck for work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you want to do that, that's fine. Having a big, huge F-350 like dually, just because you want to have a big truck, I think it's stupid.
Really, you don't think it makes a lot of sense?
No, not at all. It makes no practical sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing? You're trying to show off this big truck is all you're doing. You're not. If you use it to haul an RV that you have, cool.
Yeah.
You have to haul that RV. Even if you use that RV twice a year, I get it.
Yeah, and I can't see someone going out and buying a 1-ton pickup truck and not using it.
I see it all the time, dude.
Really?
I
Like
feel
a
like I see
dually?
these trucks where I go, this is 3/4 ton,
Or 3/4 ton or 1 ton.
and it
dually?
looks like it doesn't hardly get used. This thing looks brand spanking
Just like
new.
the tools out in the
Yes.
shop. I see it. It's the same principle.
And
Why are
like,
you gonna have
what's
a bunch of brand new
happening here?
tools that you never use?
Correct.
Same thing. Truck that you never use.
That's what I say.
I get it.
I get that a truck is a chick magnet. It is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not spending that kind of money on a magnet. I'm sorry.
I know.
So like
that's fair.
in Denison, they're redoing downtown Denison.
Yep.
And they are basically all the new parking spots on the parts that has been redone so far, because it's like about maybe a third of it's been redone.
They're all bigger.
No, they're small. They're all compact size.
Really?
So they have expanded the sidewalks, made the roads and parkings a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And a lot of people are complaining because they have their big trucks, and I'm like, they didn't take away parking on the side.
Yeah.
You can still park on the side streets.
Right.
You just can't park right on Main, because they have Main Street is what they call it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Main Street's being redone, but there's all these side streets that go
Yeah.
perpendicular to
There's
Main.
plenty of side streets.
Plenty of parking there, and there's plenty of big spots.
Mm-hmm.
What they're trying to do, I think, is expand the sidewalks to try to get more foot traffic.
Which they need.
So people can walk up and down and go to multiple businesses, just like you do in, like, say, McKinney or
Sure.
Magnolia.
They need the Magnolia. Yeah.
As we were talking. So, like,
Yep.
or like they're doing at Tups. There's a lot of foot traffic at Tups.
Yeah, there
I
is.
saw it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, I understand it. I go, you want to drive that big truck out on the weekend? Pull out your wife's SUV. Don't drive that big ass truck.
That's fair. Yeah.
What are you driving that big ass truck for? You're trying to show your balls off, is what it seems like to me.
I don't know. I can't speak for
I'm like,
other
I don't
people.
know.
But
It just seems like they're trying to like prove something, but maybe I'm wrong. I need to talk to a guy that has a big ass truck.
yeah. See what he uses it for. And you could be absolutely right.
And I could be completely wrong, and I'm just judging everybody, and I don't need to do that.
Okay.
So
It's just like the brand new tools, man. It's the same thing.
yeah, I always
You
judge
know,
everybody
with their tool,
with the brand new
tools and trucks.
So I got a couple other things here for you though.
Yeah, man.
So I gotta ask you this.
Okay.
Are you a big fan of a muffin?
No, I hate them.
You don't eat muffins?
No, I don't.
Do you eat
I don't-
cupcakes?
No, I don't like those either.
Do you like sweets?
No, I don't. I'm not a sweet person. I don't eat sweets.
So you prefer savory? Oh,
Dude,
so
like breakfast tacos.
okay.
Or
So you go tacos over pancakes.
tacos over pancakes.
I mean, I do too.
yeah.
Let's think.
Now the kids love pancakes.
Do you do like ice cream?
Oh, yeah, I like ice cream. You know,
Okay.
everyone like ice cream
trying to
cone. You know, ice cream. That's
Okay.
kind of like a muffin. Like
No,
a,
it's
or,
not.
Or a
Get the
muffin.
hell outta here.
It's shaped like a muffin top.
I'm trying to think. So you don't like? Have you ever had? Gosh dang it!
What?
You can buy these muffins in like a large pack, and they're like individually wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the brand.
I couldn't tell you the brand. Obviously, I don't eat muffins. I don't.
Hilarious.
I
You're like,
don't.
no, I don't like them.
I know.
Oh, is this right here? It's Otis
What?
Spunkmeyer.
Spunkmeyer. Okay. You can get them off Amazon. Apparently, you can.
I mean, you can get
groceries.
them at like I see them at like Costco or like
Okay.
they do like banana nut, wild blueberry.
Dude, they're too
chocolate.
dry. I need some milk on the front end if I'm going to be eating muffins, bro.
Really? So
Now,
you cannot get behind
I
the muffin.
cannot get behind a muffin. Now give me some banana nut bread, and I warm it up in the microwave, put some butter on it, where it's
You could do the same thing with a banana nut muffin.
it's different, bro. It's different. If I'm out in the out working or something, I'm not just gonna crack open a muffin and just be choking on the
I think
dry.
I know what the issue is.
What is it?
It's muffins are okay. I'm not saying that they're the greatest thing in the
Like if I'm
world.
starving, I'll have
The
one.
best part of the muffin is the top.
Yes. That's where the flavor's at.
So check this out.
Okay.
You want the tops. You don't want the stumps. You don't want the stumps.
Nope.
Nobody likes the
Don't give me
stumps.
no muffin stump. I want the muffin top.
I can't believe somebody pulled the top off this muffin.
That was me. I'm sorry. I don't like the stumps.
So you just eat the tops?
Oh yeah, it's the best part. It's crunchy. It's explosive. It's where the muffin breaks free of the pan and sort of does its own thing. I'll tell you, that's $1 million idea right there. Just sell the tops.
Just muffin tops.
Just the tops.
It's where the muffin explodes beyond the pan. That's a one-liner. They need to sell muffins and just advertise it as that.
So this was all on an episode of Seinfeld, so I won't be able to show this because of copyright. But
Right.
go check out Seinfeld muffin tops. He ends up trying to open a business, and they come up with a problem of being overloaded with stumps.
Oh, yeah.
They try to give stumps away to homeless shelters, and the homeless shelters keep saying this is the worst part of the muffin. We don't even want these anymore.
They have a surplus of stumps. Yes. They can't even give it away.
Yes.
Just man, just disregard. Just throw away the stumps.
Yeah, because like he started out by just trying to make the tops by themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like,
it's impossible.
Like, it's just not as good.
Yeah.
Look, it gets crispy here, and it doesn't do this.
It doesn't work.
You got to rip it. And she rips it off and gives it to him. He's like, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch the episode. But
yeah.
I think that's the thing.
I could probably get behind the muffin top.
Yeah, just a top.
Just the top, if we get rid of the stump.
Because it's got all the flavor. It's got the extra fruit.
It's got the fruit.
It's not the dry bread.
Right.
Not the dry bread.
And I appreciate bread, but man, there's just something about a muffin stump. I cannot get behind
We don't like the stumps.
I can't get behind it, bro.
We can get behind the muffin tops.
Yes.
So this is a process improvement. Eat the tops only.
Eat the tops only.
Eat the tops
Huge
only.
process improvement.
So you really can't get behind cupcakes either.
No.
Are you a big fan of cake in general?
No.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
100%.
Pie all day. Pie all day, bro.
Day.
Yeah, no cake.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Or I'm sorry, I'm thinking of cobbler.
Ooh, I do like blackberry
I love cobbler.
So you like crust on top versus on bottom? All right.
Yes, crust top versus.
I mean,
bottom.
is that not the only difference between a cobbler and a pie?
Yeah. Favorite
Square
pie?
versus round?
Golly, favorite pie? Yeah, square versus round. What's your favorite pie?
Well, you got to think of pies, okay? So things that come to mind immediately are like things that I enjoy are lemon meringue. Are you saying no thanks, okay?
No thanks.
I'm saying pecan.
Pecan pie's good.
I'm saying you got to go
Apple
with
pie.
Apple pie. And apple pie has to, if it doesn't come with this, then miss me with
Whipped
this.
cream. Or, yeah.
I mean, sure, but
Whipped cream on
no.
top? What?
It has to have a scoop of French vanilla. Oh. Specifically French vanilla.
Okay.
I don't care
Ice
what
cream.
brand.
Yeah, that's
French
right.
vanilla.
Ice cream to go with it. It pairs.
A la mode.
A la mode?
That's what that means. With ice cream.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
A la mode? Okay.
You get a la mode, it means you're getting a scoop of ice cream with it.
Oh, very nice. I didn't know that's what it meant.
Next time you go to a place that sells pie.
A la mode.
A la mode.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So those are really popular, but like I think of my favorite pie, strawberry rhubarb.
Really?
If you've never had it.
I don't know if I've ever tried
So
it.
strawberries give the sweetness. The rhubarb gives a little bit of tartness, almost like what a raspberry would do, like the tartness from a raspberry.
Yeah.
And it just marries really, really well together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My sister-in-law murders one. Every summer when we go up there, she makes it. It's,
Oh, man. It'll change your life.
fresh out of the oven and it's warm still.
Oh,
yes,
man.
it's the best.
I just, I picture like in the 50s where, the housewife, if you will, kind of pulls the pie
with
fresh
the
pie.
apron.
Yes, with the apron.
Sits it on the,
Kind of sets the pie out on the windowsill and you're just smelling it as you're walking from school or whatever.
Where's she at?
I know.
Tell her to give.
Can we go back?
Tell her to give your boy a holler.
I know. So there was a trend going around.
Telling me, I'm sorry. This is one thing that I'm extremely attracted to.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Summer dress.
I know.
Like summer dresses with the apron.
Dude, it's okay to be attracted to that. I'm not hating on you for at all. And I love it. I love the fact there was actually a trend going around of like a husband and wife. Like she went back to her roots, I would say, and kind of was like, hey, I'm just going to be a housewife. Nice. And I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to promote that.
Yeah.
And so it went viral, and it's kind of
cool.
Trying to kind of pull the old traditional kind of traditions back in, right? So
there's this guy that I've seen online. He does cooking videos, and they're usually real short, but they're all old recipes.
Oh, very nice.
Like he'll make a recipe. He'll find a cookbook that has a recipe from the 30s.
Okay.
And he'll make like whatever, and a lot of it's desserts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are so simple.
Yeah.
Like they were like, cause I think of my grandmother making stuff when I was a kid, and she would make the most simplest things, but they would be freaking phenomenal.
I know.
And I'm like, why are we complicating things?
Yeah, why? Because it's progressive, changing.
That or you just screwed up our food so much we have to adjust.
Yeah, our food.
I'm not sure.
I would say our food's kind of evolved. I'm sure. Yeah, over the years. Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
We can
it's
strawberry rhubarb, huh?
Strawberry rhubarb. I'm
a la mode. Yeah,
I don't mind it a la mode, but even just by itself is great.
Fair enough.
There's a place that I like to go to when I'm in when I'm up north. We had them when I was in Denver, but they're in Nebraska as well. It's a chain.
Okay.
It's called Village Inn. Village Inn, I'm going to tell you this. The place is not that great.
Okay.
Like, it's similar to like an IHOP, I would say, as far as the quality of food, where it's like, it's not that great,
I like IHOP.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not saying that IHOP is like phenomenal food.
Right. It's not going to
You're
change
like,
your life.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And that's what this place is. Similar vibe, though, as far as it's the same similar foods.
Okay.
But they do fresh pies every day.
Mm.
And they do free pie Wednesdays. You go on a Wednesday and you order food, you get a free slice of pie.
Wow.
So, man, I've smashed a lot of their pies.
Really?
And it's one of those things because it's a 24-hour place too.
Oh, nice.
So when I would go visit my brother when I was a little bit younger, we would go to concerts, and we get done with the concert, stop by Village Inn, eat and have a slice of pie.
Oh, man,
like it's great after great after a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of replenishing those calories that you burn off from from the concert.
Exactly, dude. I'm telling you, I thought when I first saw this place, I thought it was because I mean, when I hear the word inn,
yeah, you think of like a hotel or a motel. Yeah. Look at that place,
Village Inn.
I'm sure there are some hotel chains that are called that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like what is this?
That
here
looks like
it?
one.
Pancakes
and pies.
This makes it look. This looks like a hotel.
That looks
right
like
here.
a hotel.
But yeah, the food's okay, but the pie is fresh made every day, so pie's good. But you turned your nose up to lemon meringue.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of lemon stuff.
Or like key lime or lemon meringue.
Key lime is so good.
Oh, I cannot.
No.
Either one of those two.
I like. So do you like I think it's called a lemon bar.
Probably not. Probably
you not like
not.
the flavor of lemons? You
no,
don't get
it's just weird for me, like in a pie or a cake.
It's got like a custard.
Okay.
Almost in the middle of it.
Yeah.
With like a really thin crust.
Oh, I think I have seen that before. I've just never been a big fan.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of your staple, vanilla, chocolate, just kind of pie, or I love a good chocolate pie.
See, I'm not a big fan.
Really?
I think I've never had a good one.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a chocolate mousse, right?
Yeah, chocolate mousse essentially.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had like a good like key lime or lemon meringue.
Okay.
Have you ever made you ever made one?
I've made a key lime once.
Yeah.
It turned out okay. I wasn't upset by it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like the greatest thing I've ever had, but it was all right.
Do you know what I love? Absolutely love. Probably hands down my favorite is like cheesecake or anything made with like cream cheese.
Okay.
I love cream cheese.
So did your mom make cheesecake growing up?
No, I've fallen in love with it as an adult. Like I just love cheesecake and I love like sweets made with cream cheese because it cuts down the sweetness.
Oh yeah,
for me.
yeah.
You know,
it balances out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I want to ask because like growing up, my mom would make cheesecake.
Really?
And I would enjoy it, but she would make what is referred to as a no-bake cheesecake.
Okay.
So no baking involved.
Oh.
This is what I had like my entire life.
Really?
Like
never even heard of it.
Basically, what it is, it's like whipped cream, cream cheese, and powdered sugar.
Yes. Okay.
That's basically it. And
that sounds so
good. And then you
good.
put that on like a crust, and you put like a can of like cherry pie filling on top.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Like
that sounds super
like it's
good.
so simple.
Yeah.
But it's no bake, and that's what I grew up eating because that's what my mom would make, or my sister would make it because she learned from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Nebraska. They do things different up there. They do everything different.
Yeah.
I'll ask you another question in a minute, but like my sister-in-law bakes a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Like puts it in the oven.
Okay.
It's still really good, different as far as like the texture and the flavors a little bit different, but it's still really damn good.
Like
it's got eggs in it, so they have to bake it.
Oh, okay, makes sense. I was gonna say, what's the normal
like
way of making a cheesecake?
It's not quite as dense.
Yeah.
Because what we make here in the South, that no bake is real dense.
Oh, okay.
It's not quite as dense, and it's more cakey.
Yeah.
Or not cakey. It's more like
fluffy or airy or something.
Yeah, it's more airy.
Yeah,
like it holds together better. Where like ours ends up turning, if it's not really cold,
yes,
it ends up turning into like a mush,
like a liquid.
Yeah, theirs ends up it holds its shape
form
really well whenever you do a baked one.
I had a buddy that made an Oreo cheesecake, dude, phenomenal. And he said it's so easy.
Dude,
it's so easy.
We used to do these things when I was in the office. We used to do potlucks.
Yeah.
We called them spreads.
Okay.
And there was a girl, she went to training with me, so I've like we've been on teams for like a long time, and every time we would do a spreadsheet, she would bring sopapilla cheesecake.
That's what I've started making. Like, well,
you know how to
Gracie,
make it?
well, Gracie, we found the recipe, and so Gracie over like Thanksgiving, whenever we do holidays, she would make it. Love sopapilla cheesecake,
Dude,
it's
it
probably
is
one of my favorites.
so good.
I know,
so
so
good.
yeah.
Like we used to do, like when I think of sopapillas, I think of. Did you ever go to a Ponchos?
Oh, 100%, dude. I'm
We'd-
born in the South, buddy. Like Ponchos was it,
Bro, they don't have
Raise the
anymore.
little flag.
Yeah.
Hey.
I
Yep.
wonder if they
pull
still
it up.
have
Let's
them.
see. I know we don't have one here in Sherman anymore. We used to.
Yeah, I know. I want to say
used
there's
to.
one in
There's McKinney or
one in Plano. I want to say
Plano.
closes soon. Mesquite,
Yeah,
Denton?
there's Mesquite.
Mesquite and Denton, dude. I'll drive to Mesquite for some
Yeah.
ponchos. It's
Right.
probably real shitty food because it's like it's all.
No, it always has been. It's
Yeah.
always been terrible food.
But as a
it's a
kid-
Mexican food buffet.
Yes.
It's a buffet, dude. Right?
What buffet have you been to that's good?
There's never been a good buffet that I've
But
been
we
to.
would smash it. That would always be the dessert. Was get some
The sopapilla.
sopapillas.
Yeah, yep, same.
I was always calling them those little fluffy pillows.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. That's man, I
I'm like a
loved them.
2-year-old.
Like seriously, I'm never like I'm not a huge sweet person, but man, those sopapillas, dude. And then you put that on top of a cheesecake, bro.
Put
Come
a little
on.
honey on it. So speaking of honey,
So
one thing
good.
that's really weird, but it was really good. Speaking of things we need to try. So you like pizza?
Yeah, I like pizza.
You ever had Colorado style pizza?
No.
So normal pizza, like it's like not thin crust as far as like it's not crispy. It's more like New York style crust.
Okay.
Not quite as big, but that thin, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the bread, like the crust, is like it's twisted. Like the way it's rolled on the end, so you can see little creases.
Yeah.
And the way that it's made is pretty. Like the crust on the edge is fairly thick.
pretty thick,
and
right?
and they make it thick on purpose.
Yeah.
So that when you're done, they have honey on the table.
Oh.
So that when you're done eating your pizza, you take that crust and you drizzle some honey on it and you eat the crust as like a dessert after each slice.
That sounds like what I've been missing my whole life, dude. That
Dude, it's
sounds
great.
good. Yeah.
Like at least, I mean, I don't know if that's a real thing, Colorado style. That's what they called it whenever I went to a place in right outside of Denver.
Yeah.
We went rafting over there, and they have a place called Bojo's Pizza, and they called it their Colorado style pizza.
Wow.
So I just assumed everybody did it, but I don't know.
That sounds good though.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I really enjoyed it. So speaking of drizzling honey on stuff, yeah, real
look
thick
how
crust.
thick their crust is.
Like I'm not lying, real thick crust.
And so the end of it's like the dessert, the crust. Wow.
You drizzle honey on it. Like the inside's like not bad as far as thickness goes. Like, this is a normal hand toss
it
or
looks
whatever.
thicker than what we have down here, though.
Maybe
Right.
it's a little bit thicker than hand tossed, but that thick crust on the end,
Man,
and then you drizzle honey on it.
that sounds good. I think.
So I guess it is a thing.
Look at that, man.
I don't know if it was a thing to drizzle honey on it. Maybe it's just the style, but they like to do it there.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it too.
Bojo's.
Yeah, there it is.
Bojo's, and they have honey on the table. Yeah, Bojo's
that.
Colorado style pizza. Maybe that's a
Super cool.
Bojo's thing.
The slices don't look as big, but it's because they're thick.
It's because the crust.
Yeah, it's because they're thick.
So you're filling up on a lot of bread.
Yeah. Man, I'm here for that.
Here it is right
Look
here.
at that. Yeah.
That's where you put the honey on it right there.
That looks super good.
Yeah. I need to try to make some Colorado style.
I'm down for
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. But in Texas,
Yep.
good,
we do
beer.
things different.
We're not known for pizza, which is fine. I guess you could put brisket on a pizza and call it Texas style.
Texas style.
I wonder if you
Ooh, that's
do
a
that.
good idea. Brisket pizza.
Well,
Brisket style pizza. Yep.
the only thing that I've ever heard of putting like barbecue sauce on it is like a barbecue chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do a Texas barbecue pizza?
Yeah, that sounds good. Why wouldn't you?
Some brisket or some pulled pork, like some chopped brisket on a slice of pizza with some spicy Q sauce.
I don't know why more restaurants aren't doing that.
I'd be down for that all day.
Me too. I'm thinking of like Tenders or Hutchins, some of these like
Well, because any
hitters.
of these guys will put it in a taco,
Yeah, they
they'll
do brisket
wrap it in a
tacos.
tortilla.
Yeah. Why not do a pizza?
throw it on a pizza crust.
Game changer. And then put some honey on the table for the end of it.
No, we can't take over Colorado style,
Well,
but
that's true.
we got to do our own Texas style.
Okay. Put some barbecue sauce.
Obviously, it'd have to be big
It has to be big.
because we go big.
Yeah.
So
Go big or go home.
It's one size only, and it's like 22 inches. 22 inches
Dude,
only.
That sounds so good. Yeah.
Thin.
You going thin?
Well, it needs to be thick enough to be able to
You've
hold
got
up
to
to the
sustain
toppings.
the brisket. Yeah.
Hold up to the toppings, and it's going to be, I mean, I like fatty brisket.
Yeah.
So it's
I do
going to
too.
have to like hold up to like the fat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, we do like brisket queso down here. Why not do brisket pizza?
I love brisket queso.
I know. There's nothing better.
We're going to have to
Why do we
do
always-
a workshop this thing. We're going to have to workshop it because I got to see how this is going to work. I got to try to mess it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the
Some
wheels
people
spinning.
might say it's sacrilegious, but I say we're just making a different vessel for the same stuff.
I like that. I like where
sounds
your head's
great.
at. It does sound good.
More to come.
Yep. Check it out. Check it out.
More to come.
I like it.
But go out and grab a community.
Check it out. Probably one of the best loggers out there.
Texas Lager from
Mm-hmm.
Community. And right there. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
Have a good one.
All right.
I'll see you later.
See you guys.
We appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of Dudes and Brews. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever platform you're on. We're on there. We have a YouTube channel, Dudes and Brews. We would love if you would subscribe there as well. If you are subscribed and you want to help us out just a little more, unsubscribe and resubscribe again. It sounds funny and stupid and kind of obnoxious, all of the subscribing and resubscribing and stuff, but it helps in these little algorithms games for like climbing the charts, because again, we are organic and we are where we are because of you guys.
Yeah, we really do appreciate your support. Shout us out. We really do love it when you guys interact with us, when you add us, mention us, put us on your stories, tag us, all that fun stuff, all the stuff the kids are doing. We like grabbing that stuff and we put it up for you guys. So we appreciate you so much. Keep having fun, drinking them brews, hanging with them dudes. Tune in next week for another episode of Dudes and Brews.